And welcome to Space Daily. I'm Gabriel. Today we are going to be watching SpaceX's live coverage of, we're going to be watching, you have live coverage of SpaceX's rocket launch of the Starship SN10 Prototype, which we are expecting a launch for at 5:35 Eastern Time. Around 6:35 Central Time, which is where SpaceX is where this live coverage is coming from. So yeah, there we have it. It looks like it's glitching a little bit. Let me just go ahead and stop share. This video feed is from Lab Padre, although so thanks to them, but let me just try again. Share. I try turning full screen and then zooming in. Sorry, I'm just fixing this. Never mind, that won't work. Sorry about this. There are some birds flying away up there. There we go. That's good. So thank you all for joining us today. We do not have any news from SpaceX, although we have seen some tank farm activity. So that means that we should have a launch. My guess, like you can see in the scrolling bar on the bottom, around it should be around like I said, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Western or Central Time. Okay. Welcome everybody. Hello. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna pull up. Oh wait, this. Okay, let me. Okay, let me stop the share. I'm gonna screen share something else. Okay. Sorry about all of that. We are back here. We've got our coverage pulled up. Thank you all for joining us. Feel free to write any questions that you have in the chat, and we will begin talking about Starship. And if you want a more in-depth video about Starship, we do have one on our channel page called All About the SN Prototypes. It does have a little bit about Starship with it. So we will start talking about that now. Okay. So SpaceX's Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy rocket, and if you put them both together, it's referred to as Starship, represent a fully reusable transportation system designed to carry both crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and even farther. Starship will be the world's most powerful launch vehicle ever developed, with the ability to carry in excess of 100 metric tons to low Earth orbit. And it seems like we have a question from Jimmy. What's the point? What is the mission of the launch today? So today's launch is going to test out the Starship system. It's been tried 2 times before with SN8 and SN9. Both of those failed to stick the landing, although everything else was perfect. So, okay, propellant loading. Fuel's beginning to be loaded onto Starship. So that's some good news. Still nothing from SpaceX's Twitter yet, but we might switch over to their feed once we get live coverage of that. But anyway, back to your question. So the launch, so yeah, it's a special launch, and because they're going to be testing out, or they're going to be trying to land a vehicle, and this has only been done with the Falcon 9, but it's pretty cool because, here, let me show you me. It's going to basically fall down, it's going to launch, it's going to shut off its engines, it's going to go down like that, and it's going to ignite its engines and land vertically. So launch, belly flop, go down, and then launch and land like that. So it's pretty cool, but it's been tried 2 times, but those failed. So the main mission is to test out the full vehicle, although yeah, you can see there the stuff. But the main mission of the vehicle is to try and land, or what we want to see this time is to try and land. So let me just okay, we still don't have any news of SN10 venting, although we do have farm venting, which means that we are definitely having some stuff going on. Sorry, I'm just finding. Okay, there we go. I think this is probably good. Okay, 1 second. Let me just. Okay, let's see if this will work. Let me hide that, and let me share my screen here. There we go. Okay. So this video is from Lab Padre. We do have some venting, like I said, from the tanks on the ground. Although still nothing from SpaceX and nothing from the rocket. Any more questions? Feel free to write in the chat. Let's continue talking about Starship and Super Heavy. So, yeah, still not for SpaceX. Okay, so some more about Starship. There are many variants of Starship. There is the cargo variant, which kind of deploys out. There's a lunar lander Starship. Oh, we've got another question. Where is the launch today? The launch currently is from Boca Chica, Texas, which is where all the development of Starship has been, except for one prototype which they built in Cocoa, Florida, but that was scrapped. But anyway, not that. Okay. So yeah, there's a lunar lander version. There is a deep space one version. There is a sorry. So yeah, there's also a tanker version, which we I can tell you about now. So Starship is going to be different than other launch vehicles for many, many reasons. And one of those is being that it can dock together, and then once it's docked, it can transfer fuel from one vehicle to another. So it's basically going to transfer fuel. It's going to transfer fuel from one vehicle. It's going to transfer fuel from the tanker to the normal one, so that they can have the mission last longer and carry more things to a farther away place. So yeah, we are currently waiting on for SN10 to vent. You know, I'm going to actually pull up some more views, so we can switch through them. So got that. Okay, sorry, 1 second. I'm just pulling up some more views, just so that we have different options to show you. We've got that, we've got that, got that, we've got that we don't need, that we don't need either, and we do not have, there's nothing there. Okay, but anyway, we have some more views for you. Let me just adjust everything. So, okay, how much did the Starship cost SpaceX? So far it hasn't cost them a lot of money because they're still in the development stage of it. So, no profit, they haven't made a profit from it, but they haven't really lost too much money to the point where it is causing a problem. So, that's that. But luckily they're able to do this because of how much funding they get for their other vehicles from NASA and from other companies who pay to have their vehicles launched on it. So yeah, let me just alright, so I'll show you the different views that we currently have. We've got obviously that view. Let me share my let me share my screen again of this view. Wait, that was the one that I just showed. Sorry, but out of order here. Then we've also got the lab cam, which is like right down at the engine base. And let me stop that share. And then when it launches, we'll probably switch to the Sapphire cam, which we've got here. But I think in the meantime, we will go with the Nerdle cam. Okay. Okay. So, once again, any more questions, feel free to write in the chat. I'm going to continue talking about Starship. So, let's talk about the payload. So, Starship payload fairing is 9 meters in diameter and 18 meters high. So, it's pretty big compared to most other rockets, resulting in the largest usable payload volume of any current or in development launcher. The payload volume can be configured in both crew or cargo. Both of them look really cool, and I can't wait for them to actually be used. Now let's talk about Super Heavy. The first stage, or booster, is SpaceX's next generation launch system. Has a gross liftoff mass of over 3 million kilograms. I'm not sure exactly how much it costs. And can you clarify what you mean by how much it cost? How much the whole thing costs? How much they've already put into it? Just be a little bit more detailed. And uses subcooled liquid methane and liquid oxygen for its propellant. The booster will return to land at the launch site on its 6 landing legs. Starship, which is the upper stage. Starship is a fully reusable spacecraft and second stage of the Starship system. It offers an integrated payload section and is capable of carrying passengers and cargo to Earth orbit, planetary destinations, and between destinations on Earth, which we're still waiting to see if people approve that, but as of right now, not really, because, yeah. Okay, so, we are continuing to wait for any news. Let's see, anything from SpaceX's Twitter? Nope. So nothing about the launch yet. I'm going to see what's happening here. So once again, thank you all for joining us. We are going to take a quick break and leave this feed of SN10 up. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We don't have any news from SpaceX, but we do have some news from some other YouTubers that say we should have a launch around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So Eastern time. But I think it will be 6 p.m. Although if SpaceX is not doing anything, then I guess not. But SpaceX currently does not have a live stream, but the rocket is venting now. Let's see if we can find a view of it venting. Just pull up a couple other views. Oh, there you could see it venting. Let me stop my screen share there, and then we'll answer your next question. Sapphire cam, is it? I just saw some venting, not too much, but coming out from there. Okay, your question: is the rocket going into orbit today? No, it is not. It is going to either 10 kilometers. It's going to 10 kilometers, but it might go to 12.5 kilometers. We're still unsure. Okay. So everything is looking good. Still, like I said, still nothing from SpaceX. I'm gonna see if there's anything from Elon Musk himself, but open. All right. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, once again, you can write your questions in the chat. We are still awaiting the T0, although it might be 6 o'clock. Not sure yet. Let's hope that SpaceX gets their live stream up. Okay, still nothing yet. Let's hope that something happens soon so that we can move on. Okay. Okay, we're about T-minus 8 minutes-ish. We're still unsure if we will actually have a launch then, but let's hope for the best. So, yeah. Once again, you're watching Space Daily's launch live stream of SpaceX's Starship SN10 rocket prototype, and we are expecting a launch just before 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And once again, we thank you guys for watching. Questions will be answered if you write them in the chat. So thank you all for watching. Okay, once again, we are still not hearing anything from SpaceX, nor Elon Musk. But rocket's still venting, and maybe they're just not telling us what's happening. But looks like everything's looking good. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna mute myself, but I'll leave you guys with this view. Okay, we are back. Still no news, although we do not have a scrub, that's for sure. So let's keep on waiting and hope for the best, obviously. Once again, feel free to write your questions in the chat. If you have any ideas of things to do while we wait, just let me know. So yeah. So I've been playing around with some ideas. So we can do like something like that, and then we just put something like that up. We could also do that. Well, I think we'll stick with. This. Questions, feel free to write in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them. And thank you so much for watching. Okay, so our expected T-minus time is around 17 minutes ish. We still do not know for sure, but still wait and find out soon enough when it launches. So thank you all for joining us once again. Stick tight for a launch of Starship SN10. Okay, what's the holdup of the launch? SpaceX, when it comes to launching SN prototypes, they just decide to hold it up and do it whenever they like. We actually do not know when it will actually launch, but let's hope for sometime soon. I just created this cool countdown timer, and hope you guys are enjoying everything. One second, we're waiting for. Okay, let me share my other screen, and we are continuing to wait for our launch today. We were back. I just wanted to test something out. We are still waiting for our expected launch time today. Oh, we have rocket venting. I'm not sure if that. I can't tell if that's can't tell if that's the rocket or if that is. I can't tell if that's the rocket venting or if that is the signs of a scrub. Let's hope it's just the rocket venting. Still nothing. Okay, let's see what other people are saying. Okay, we've got engine chill. We should have launch soon. Apparently that was nothing. Although I'm not sure. I'll see. I'll try looking that up. What is Okay, so we're not sure how much it. Okay, so it's probably, my guess is, so far they put in $500 million, if I'm not mistaken. Although it's kind of hard because they keep a lot of these stuff a secret. So should have a launch any minute. So you guys can keep those questions coming in, but we're going to go ahead and focus on in. I'm going to stop that screen share. I'm going to share a different screen with a close-up view. Which one is okay? Okay. So we've got a nice view over here of the engine. So we'll have a lot go off when it ignites, if it does today. But yeah, keep waiting for some more news. Let's see if SpaceX posted anything. Probably not. I think they're not going to talk about this launch opportunity, which is a little bit upsetting. Although, we'll just have to keep on watching and see what happens. So the next thing that should happen is ignition and launch, because engine chill has just happened. We are about T-minus a couple minutes here. My guess is about 2 more minutes, maybe even 7 more, although we're almost there. Okay, 1 second. We might be able to get something here. Okay, we are T-minus a couple minutes. I'm going to stop that share and screen share something else. SpaceX just started their live stream. This is from SpaceX, so we have some better views. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, let's hope for a launch any second now. We are so close. At T-minus 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Got a couple views here from SpaceX. Go ahead and unmute so we can listen into what they're talking about. Never mind, they just stopped talking. Okay. We should have a launch any second now. SpaceX seems optimistic. They normally don't start the live stream unless they're 100% sure that they're going to have a launch, or almost 100% sure they're going to have a launch at Starship. Unless we have an auto abort, then at like the last 3 minutes, then that's the only thing that can push us back. So let's sit back and relax. T-minus 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Oh, also, just want to point out a little bit. Let me just open this up. Right over here, that's SN7.2. That's Starhopper. That's SN10. Starhopper is retired. SN2 or SN7.2 is like a test article to see. It's also called Star Popper because they're pushing it to the limits and attempting to explode it. There's some tanks, and those are the ground tanks. We should have a launch in about 2 minutes and 55 seconds. 50 seconds now, but we're so close, guys. Let's hope that SpaceX. Let's hope that there isn't an auto abort like this morning, and let's hope that if it launches, they're able to stick the landing. I missed SN9's opportunity, so let's hope that SN10 works.
Minus 2 minutes 30 seconds. Finishing up propellant loading, and we are now closing the fuel and LOX fill valves to the vehicle. Everything continues to look good on Starship 10.
Yay! Good call out from the broadcaster here. Normally this guy's like so optimistic about it. Doesn't sound so happy now. Although, let's hope for the best. So yeah. Looks like a good day for a launch. About a minute and 40 seconds from the launch here. T-minus 1 minute 15 seconds. Almost there.
Minus 1 minute and counting. Starship 10 continues to look good. Ready for its test flight.
Oh no, we've got to hold at 1 minute. Still not sure why. Oh, there we go. We've got to continue. The countdown clock's continuing. Let's make sure we're live here. Okay, we go. Everything's looking good. Couple more minutes, or 45 seconds. Thirty seconds and counting. Let's go ahead and listen into mission control, see what they're saying. It's minus 20 seconds here. Ten, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. We have liftoff.
We've got liftoff of Starship SN10 on its first, on our Starship SN10's first test flight, the third test flight of an Starship SN prototype like that, going to 10 kilometers. It's continue. It's launching, doing that slow ascent.
Starship 10 has liftoff. It's headed to 10 kilometers on its test flight from Boca Chica in Cameron County, Texas.
Okay, everything continues to look nominal. You can see a view of those 3 Raptor engines. I think we might have had shutdown of one of them. Nope, never mind. They're continuing to fire.
Coming up on T plus 2 minutes, we're getting ready to transition from 3 engines to 2 engines firing on Starship. We'll be shutting 1 engine off. That's intentional.
Everything continues to look good. T plus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We are currently firing with 2 engines. One of them has shut off so that it can slow down and so that it can cut off the final engine when it reaches its apogee, which is its highest point, which for today's launch should be around 10 kilometers. T plus 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
T plus 3 minutes and counting. Starting up on 8 kilometers altitude. We're getting ready to shut down the 2nd engine. This is intentional.
Okay, approaching 2nd engine shutdown, and we have it. 1 engine
very
firing.
Nice, very nice. Okay, now to switch over to the header tank for the 1 engine.
Everything continues to look good. SpaceX launched their Starship SN10, and now we're getting ready to perform the belly flip maneuver before it goes down and lands right on top of its launch pad. Hopefully this time it works, though.
Okay, I'm going to come back up when we hit 10 kilometers, right about in 3 seconds. Coming up on T plus 4 minutes, we're at 10 kilometers. We've gone into the hover. We're still being powered by the single Raptor engine.
So they're at their apogee. They're hovering in one place under the force of 1 engine to get into the right position, and we should have shut down any second, and then it will perform the belly flip maneuver. And belly flip has started. SN10 is now getting into position to skydive its way down to the ground. Okay, skydive.
Plus 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Starship has transitioned. It's flipped to the horizontal mode, beginning the descent back to the landing zone.
We should have ignition in a couple seconds from now. It's a moment of truth. Approaching ignition. Come on. Skydive continuing to look good.
Coming up on 5 minutes, 45 seconds. We're down below 2 kilometers. We're preparing to light 3 Raptor engines to begin the flip sequence. It'll culminate with landing on the landing pad in Boca Chica.
And we've got ignition of all 3 Raptor engines. Don't overshoot. Yes. Oh, yes. We might have a landing. We've got shut down one on purpose. Come on. We might actually have a landing. Come on. So close. Touchdown confirmed! Starship SN10 is safe on the pad. Yes. We've had landing of Starship SN10. The first Starship prototype to successfully land on the launch pad. Wow. Wonder what that flame is. Did we? 1 second. Can't tell if that's good or not. Okay, well, at least it landed. Well, oh, that's actually the sun shining on it. So yes, we had touchdown success.
Third time's the charm, as the saying goes. We've had a successful soft touchdown on the landing pad. That's capping a beautiful test flight of Starship 10. As a reminder, the key point of today's test flight was to gather the data on controlling the vehicle while re-entering, and we were successful in doing so. We had a nominal ascent. We had the maneuver to place Starship horizontal when we reached 10 kilometers, right on time. And then during the subsonic entry, it appears we had good control of the vehicle using the front and aft flaps. As we approached the landing pad, we successfully lit the 3 Raptor engines to perform that flip maneuver. And then we shut down 2 of them and landed on the single.
Okay, so it looks like we got a question. Can this prototype be launched again now that it has landed successfully? Yes, it can be launched again, although most likely, probably not, to be honest, because SpaceX, they still have, I think, maybe Starship SN, one of the later versions will be able to launch again, or it will launch again. This one, I am not sure if it will because, like I said, this is the first time they've done it, so I don't think they're going to refly it. But yeah, let's keep. Okay, of course they stopped talking right when I stopped talking. So thank you all for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed successful launch and landing of Starship SN10, and we will see you guys next time. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds, and looks like I'll give you guys 30 seconds and to get out of here. Goodbye.